I'm Jeff Patterson. I've been a private investigator here in Montana for about 35 years now. I've done every kind of investigation you can think of, from finding lost dogs to capital crimes, homicide, suicide, arsons, white-collar crime, just about everything you can imagine. Well, I've had horses since I was just a small child. I think I got my very first horse for my 11th birthday. He was a rodeo bronc, a bareback bronc. So I've just always had horses throughout my PI practice. They were there for me when I was kind of down or feeling pretty bad about my work sometimes. I had a case once where the father was my client. He suddenly was charged with molesting his 7-year-old daughter. Even though they were divorcing, the mother came to me and told me that she didn't really believe it had happened. But she also told me that it had come to a point where nobody could talk to her daughter. So I put the little girl on my horse, and at that time I had a horse I called Watson, a wonderful horse, and pretty soon she said to me, "I sure wish my dad could be here to see me ride Watson." And I think I responded that maybe someday. And then she started to tell me that she couldn't see her father anymore, but she couldn't talk about it. And I think I might have told her that, that was okay, but if she wanted to tell Watson, she could tell Watson. And she did. She all of a sudden started telling Watson all about her dad and why she couldn't see her dad. And ultimately she told Watson that she had accused her dad of doing bad things to her, but it wasn't true, that her babysitter made her say these things. So finally I asked her, I said, now that you've told Watson this story, do you think you could tell that same story to your mother? And she smiled and she said, "Can Watson be there?" And I said, "Sure." I said, "You can just sit on Watson's back and you can tell your mom all the things you told Watson." Being a private investigator has given me an opportunity to be involved in a lot of lives in a really good way. It's been hard in some cases to deal with everybody else's trauma, but it's also been very rewarding. I have people all the time tell me that the horses have just changed their life. From herd to human is something I developed, I think, because I needed it. As a private investigator, I saw a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of ugly stuff in my career. And I came home a lot of evenings pretty down and pretty discouraged myself. I've been involved in cases that I guess were pretty traumatic for me. I spent a lot of nights, sleepless nights, staring out a dark window because of things that I dealt with in my practice. The horses have just really proven to be effective in helping humans heal from traumatic events in their life.
It's become a second home for me. The horses bring me peace, and that's something I never had before I came to the program, was a peace of mind.
I grew up with horses. So, growing up, we did all the horse things, 4-H and rodeos and drill teams and everything. But it was a different kind of a relationship because it was a working relationship.
From Herd to Human is a program I've designed. It's kind of evolved into a program that we're using now to assist therapists and counselors.
It's about learning to become a safe place for the horse and a safe place for yourself. All right, you want to walk circles?
It's all about approach and intent, with honesty about who we are, and the horses allow us to be that. The horses allow us to be who we are and not who we think the world expects us to be.
To be able to gain the trust of a horse and to be able to provide leadership to that horse, it is really about awakening yourself.
Had I not ever met them, I don't know where I would be today. honestly. I don't know. It's a scary thought I don't even want to get into. It wasn't about horsemanship in the beginning. It was about communication. The healing really started immediately. Horses have a way of bringing out your inner strength, your love, your passion, but more so than anything, your truth. I still come out here and go sit with Boomer, who's down on the other end, because he was a horse that chose me and helped me to heal tremendous amounts.
They find value in their leadership. They find that they're a lot more capable than what they thought they were. And so they walk away from here, I think, just feeling a sense of accomplishment, a sense of value about themselves that maybe they didn't have before.